I've been requested to do a video about removing the charcoal canister on your oil head. You're going to start with a 10mm wrench to hold the nut on the back side, a 5mm Allen, unscrew the bolt. The reason you need to do this can be found in another YouTube video that I have, why you need to remove the charcoal canister. This is merely showing you how to remove it. I'll briefly explain to you how this works as Sean continues here once I get him going. This hose, as you see here, you have two lines that go to the fuel tank. One runs direct to vent. That brings air into the tank. That allows the water to drain out of the filler. The other one goes to the charcoal canister. That is the middle one. Raw fuel would be pumped into the charcoal canister in an overfill situation. No, not my finger. The theory is that the raw fuel would sit in the charcoal canister and eventually evaporate, venting to atmosphere through the lower hose, which goes down to here. The upper hose is vacuum controlled. So if you just want to do this quick and dirty, you can do what Sean just did. Plug this hose off. Cut it as short as you'd like. Put a screw into it. Or thread the freaking bolt from the clamp back into it, right down to the bottom, and be done. After that, you're going to take this line and move it down if you have enough, which usually you don't. Or you can reroute it to the front along with the others. And it will run down to here. Now, what happens in this situation with no charcoal canister? The worst case scenario, on a hot day, you fill your tank up and you go and you park the bike in the sun at the gas station and you put it on its side stand. You might get a little bit of fuel dribbling out of what is now the drain hose. It's not going to make any freaking difference. The benefit is, as you'll see if you watch the other video, why you need to remove the charcoal canister is you get the fucking charcoal out of your fuel tank. That crap ends up getting backwashed into your fuel filter and it makes the bike run like shit. And that is the end result. Actually, there's another clip here we can use to join these two together, and that's it. And now that's going to hang there. That's going to be behind the foot peg plate. That's the clutch bleeder. Everything's happy. But you say you want to go a little further. You want to really clean this up. Pull this hose right out. This hose is the hose that runs on the back of your fuse box / relay box. Yard that right out of there. You're also going to come to this little vacuum purge valve. Disconnect the electrical connector by pressing the spring clip and right here and pulling it back. This is held in place by a little rubber tab. Which you can peel off like that and then push it off the bracket. That is now free. There's your rubber tab mount. There's the little module. And now you have a vacuum line, which is probably going to have to come out this way. And that's it. Now, you have this one. This is a little plastic vacuum tee. So I wouldn't suggest yanking on this hose. You're probably going to break off both ears of that T. Take an X-Acto knife, razor blade. Gently slice the hose. And remove the hose. We're going to cap that off with a vacuum cap, much like what you have on your brake bleeders. Very good. Here's your cap. If your vacuum cap is a little bit too small, use your friendly bottle of rubbing alcohol. That will make an excellent lubricant that will then dry and keep it adhered in place. I wish I had I wish I had the fuel filter out of this thing. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow and I'll put these together. I'll show you what will come out of the fuel filter because of the charcoal canister. And bear in mind, this motorcycle only has 15,000 miles on it. So we'll hopefully add some more to this video tomorrow. Alright, I can't fucking wait any longer to finish this video. We were waiting for this fuel to separate so that you could see the separation of charcoal and fuel. And we've got a little bit, maybe 1/8 of an inch of a line at the top, but I'm not waiting forever. I do want you to notice, look at the sludge on the bottom of this. Let me dump some of this out. Can you see? Let me move back to the light. Ugh, that was my fucking shin. Legs are shit anyway. You can see the crap that's here. I had an idea. Let's get a paper towel so you can really see all the shit that's in it. This is why we take those fucking charcoal canisters off. Useless, useless, useless shit. So let's fold this up. I don't want this skanky shit all over my toolbox. See the fuel. See all the granules in the ratio right. That's the crap that's coming out of your fuel filter. So as you can see from the unfolded paper towel, you got black charcoal that is saturated through into the 4th layer of the paper towel. So, and bear in mind again, this bike has 15,000 miles on it. So my suggestion to you, I've shown you how to take the charcoal canister off. Take it off, take it to the dump, throw it in your freaking trash can, do whatever you want to do with it. Just get it the fuck off your motorcycle. It's useless. It does absolutely nothing. It doesn't perform in its intended, what the design intended it to do, and it causes more problems. I'd also like to point out now on this video, might as well get into this. Well, I don't have my scale handy. I have one charcoal canister here that's fuel saturated. This is a good one. You can hear the charcoal moving. This one, you can actually hear liquid in it. Not so good. You know what happens when this gets plugged? This is your sending unit for your fuel gauge. In an RT, it mounts right here on the top of the tank. When that fucking charcoal canister plugs up, it sucks the sides of the plastic fuel tank in, and it collapses the float tube. You have a little round float in here that goes up and down. Well, obviously it's going to stop here because of the dent. If this is like, oh God, I think these are $300 and something. If that's not enough reason for you to take that charcoal canister off, I don't know what is. That's just insane, and it's just a shitty design, and take it off and throw it the fuck away. As always, I hope this has been educational, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thanks.